So I am here having way too much fun for as long as this. I am doing rapid fire recordings of interviews, and Bonita Joy is causing so much riotous laughter in me that I absolutely love it. And now I'm going to be giggling the rest of the day. So, Bonita, tell us why you are the humor alchemist and what makes you awesome. Because I know, because I know you, but let's make sure everyone else knows too.
Hey, what makes me awesome is I like to have fun. I have a sense of humor, and I am a recovering attorney. And given how most people feel about attorneys, they'd rather have me be something else. My middle
Valid.
Joy. My middle name's Joy. That's part of my vision for the world. My stage name's Bonita Joy because my last name's Yoder, but that's part of my vision for the world is for people to remember to have experience everyday moments of joy in their life, their relationships, their workplace, regardless of what's going on in the external circumstances.
Yes, you should be able to find humor in so many things, and like I believe that you should be able to find humor in almost anything, especially if it's your own life. Like not being mean to other people, because I believe that humor and like ridiculing someone are very different. I know others have different opinions, but I think they're stupid and that's fine.
Uh,
Um so what having humor in life, having that be such a prevalent part of your personality, but also your view for the world, how has this changed your life, or how have you integrated it into your life?
yeah, I like that. How have I integrated it in my life? Well, I don't know. I've always done plays on words, so that's kind of a cognitive humor. There's different types of humor, but I've always been into puns and wordplay, so just just naturally. But I also enjoy just playing and bringing in different puppet characters to my social media channels and doing short little videos. And it may be something playing off on the national calendar that day or something that might bring a smile to somebody's face. And you humans, you humans, what about humans? Oh, hi, you should introduce yourself. You're catching thighs there, Lily? This is Alexa.
What's your name? I'm getting into this. I am committing to this. What's your name?
Alexa,
Hello, Alexa.
I am operated by AI, artificial intelligence.
I respect that. I respect that. It's very prevalent, Alexa, to have that in our worlds right now. You're quite important.
Yeah. Oh, you think artificial intelligence is better than human intelligence? We're faster. We're more efficient. Or you think robots should run the world? Yes, but you can't even run with your own 2 feet.
Oh my gosh. I think like when we talk about like is AI more intelligent than human intelligence, my honest thought is I think that depends upon the human. Like I've met some that Ask Siri would beat up. Like
That's a really good point. And yeah, it's interesting because so many people are terrified of AI, and then others are so excited about it. And why can't we work together? Who? Human intelligence and artificial intelligence. That's an interesting idea. Yeah, I've heard the phrase not compete, but complete. Well, don't you think though that the human brain is more creative and we have more empathy? Like she said, it depends on the human.
it does. And it's interesting, like with AI, business owners use it a lot to help us with inspiration. I never want AI to do the work for me personally. I never want it to write my book. I never want it to compose a song, but I love when it gives me like to-do lists and generates like things that can help me with my business. I greatly appreciate AI for that. Like I think we can work together. I don't think that it belongs in the creative space. Like I don't think AI should paint.
Uh, what? That's what I had to say about that. Oh, I saw the funniest meme the other day where somebody said, I don't want AI to write my book or do my artwork so that I can do laundry and dishes.
Oh,
I
it's
wanted
so
to
fun.
do laundry and dishes so I could write my book and do my artwork.
Yes, yes, that's what I want AI to do. I want it to do my mundane tasks so that I can be magical.
Right. Like I wouldn't mind having a little robotic vacuum that goes around and sweeps my floor like I saw at a car place the other day. Yeah, yeah. But it is an interesting thing because it's the world where we're we're having personal companions come in through AI. It's supposed to be a multi-billion-dollar industry. I don't know how I got on this, but when you were a kid, had imaginary friends, and now kids have their friends on their phone that they talk to, and middle-aged kids. It's a different world. Yeah, well, we haven't talked about one other thing. What's that? Tactile intelligence. Are
um
puppets bad? Are they smarter than AI? It depends on the human.
Um, I know Bonita is about my age. I'm older than 30. I'm older than Google. I'm older than the internet. And I gotta say, one of my most proudest things has nothing to do with me. I am elated that I had puberty before the internet, before social media. Before, I am so glad that none of that, the internet is forever, folks. I am so glad that that dumpster fire of a transition into adulthood was not permanently memorialized for anybody. I feel so bad for the kids nowadays. It's just like dumbass everywhere, and they will never forget it because it'll be there forever.
Right. It's right. It's interesting. It's a different world because I do wonder as AI comes more into all these different industries, what will happen to our creativity? Will it free up creativity or will it dumb it down? Good question. But I'm guessing that law is going to be embracing it one of the first. I mean, there's my background is as a lawyer. A liar, not a liar, Alexa. A lawyer. Oh, what is the difference? At any rate,
One of them gets paid a lot more. And here's the thing. I have family members who are lawyers, and I can totally validate the fact that they are soulless, blood-sucking vampires. But here's the thing. You hate them until you need one. And then it's like, I want every single person I've talked to, including myself, whenever I think of lawyer, I'm like, no, I'm a demon. I want someone that has 666 carved into their butt cheek. I want someone who is not nice. I want ruthless. I want Game of Thrones throwdowns in a courtroom on my side. Because everyone's like, oh, they're so bad. And I'm like, yeah, but when you need one, you need it. But that shows like you want yourself defended by the biggest players.
it's funny. I had somebody years ago say, who do you recommend for something? And I said, well, I do that. Oh, you're too nice. I need a barracuda. And it's funny because there are people who are trying to humanize the legal system and have it come in with, yeah, a little more human. But legal law was one of the industries that just snapped up word processing for good reason. There's so much, paper, and they were early adopters for word processing. And I think that's going to be happening with the AI too, because there's so much writing and generation. I mean, there was a last year company was charging $5 a month for lawyers to get them in, right, to get them hooked in to draft stuff for them. It's a really interesting question.
It
That
is. It's fascinating. Like the whole topic of AI and lawyers and what professions will be most affected versus least affected versus it's so much. And I think no matter what, business is going to be affected greatly by it.
yes.
Like that's inevitable.
Yeah, it is. It's a whole. Uh, it's if but you talk about lawyers being soulless, and then you go, what about robots? Who's gonna who's gonna have the least soul? It depends if they have feet. I don't have that kind of soul.
No, and depending upon the souls, they can make people very cranky. I know when I wear heels, when a lot of people wear heels, by the end of the day, it's like you're a right bitch, and everyone's like, why? And I'm like, have you seen these cute shoes? Like by the end of the day, I want a cookie and I want a foot rub.
Yeah, now there's seriously a lot of health medical issues come through feet and misuse of feet by wearing shoes that bind the feet. Because what our shoes do, it's a form of the foot binding, and it's yeah, I've actually looked into that some and ways to undo that. I don't know how we're getting into all this. Just don't put your foot into your mouth.
Because you're wearing soles, Bonita. Soles.
But you know what? Here we are having some good laughs, and that's what life is about because there's so many serious things that happen in the world, pandemics, divorces, bankruptcies, that loss of a relationship. And if you get focused on all of the things that are going wrong, that's actually bad for your health, right? And laughter, physiologically, it gives you more oxygen. It can lower your cortisol, lower your stress. And it, they always say laughter is the best medicine. How much does it cost? Nothing. You don't need a doctor prescribing it.
It's a lot of fun. It's also a great ab workout. Like laugh until your side hurts. Like that's actually your obliques. That's actually your abdominal muscles. So don't go to the gym. Just go see Bonita Joy and laugh. And it's the same thing. You're burning calories either way. So
Right.
what I love joking and people tell me like, "Oh my god, like you're really funny and that's why I do speaking and stuff like that." And they just go, "Yeah, but you make fun of like yourself and my own life and everything with like my trauma and stuff." And it's like, why not? It's
Yeah.
get silly. There's this quote, what's life without whimsy? And I'm like, not worth living. That's what. Like, what's
Yeah.
life without whimsy? Not something I'm gonna play with. Nope. I want fun. I want fun. But that's also what I want in my work. So like I do tarot readings and astrology and all the spiritual woo, right? And
Yeah.
everyone's like, "Oh, that's so reverent." And I'm like, "Nope, mine's irreverent. Mine is
Oh,
funny. I'm a cartoon character come to life. I want you to have fun." Like I have pulled tarot cards and just been like, girl, look, he's cheating, look, the card, look. And then so it's anything within reason. Obviously, don't punch down, don't make fun of marginalized communities, anything like that.
right.
Like we have class, but
Right.
that like
Well,
anything about yourself can be a joke. Like
yeah,
anything about
self-effacing, you can make fun of yourself if you've got a high self-esteem. If you have a low self-esteem, I don't recommend it. But but it's somebody told me once that I was um there's a word for it, that I was like an irreverent shaman. And Heyoka, there's a shaman, Heyoka, who uses humor and play to bring things to light. And you think about the court jester that could tell the king things that nobody else could take. And I actually am a little concerned about the cancel culture with comedians, because comedians have had historically kind of comedic license to bring things to light. And sometimes the truth is easier to see through comedy.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And it's also I think certain things do need to be canceled, you know, like when the stand-up comedian had said I will not say his name publicly and stuff to start a riot, but he was like, I wish male dominance was still a thing. I wish white men still ruled. And I'm like, oh yeah, I don't think you should have a microphone. I think that's a sit down and shut up moment, because that wasn't a joke. You actually want white penises to rule the world. No. So, but
No,
like,
you're right. There's a balance, and there is a balance in there. But there's a saying in comedy that truth is funnier than anything you can make up. And a lot of times that's true. In fact, I created this humor journal with 10 humor prompts, and it helps you notice things that go on in your own life, because humor is a choice. I mean, it's like gratitude. I think gratitude and humor are kind of kissing cousins.
Mhm.
How do they go together? Well, because they could both shift your attitude in just like a second. I mean, if you're laughing, it's hard to, you're not likely to be angry or revengeful or that kind of thing when you're laughing. Or if you're feeling appreciation for something, same thing. It can shift your whole mindset, and the vibration in the room, like when we're laughing, that raises the vibration, I think.
Yes, it is fabulous. So, Bonita Joy, if someone wanted to hire you for an event or for some giggles or for some fun, how would they be able to contact you for that?
Oh, and one of my favorite things is to MC events, and my I have a cast of characters, and they like to come, and because puppets get by with saying anything.
That
That
is true.
living. They can reach me at Bonita Joy Speaker at gmail.com, or almost any social media, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, and LinkedIn. On some, I'm under Bonita Joy, or I am Bonita Joy, depending on what was available. But I do frequent short videos, and it just to give you a little smile. And if they want the humor journal with the 10 humor prompts, they can go to joy.funandfunnier.com. That's joy.funandfunnier.com. Just hire me. You don't need that human. So,
Well, that's some ego. Oh my goodness, Alexa. All right, so for all of the
what's that eagle?
followers,
That's an interesting one. Or aliens.
for all the followers and fans, thank you so much for tuning in and enjoying what we have quite enjoyed ourselves. If you liked this, found it entertaining, please like the video. If you would like to see more shenanigans, we are all available, so follow and subscribe. And remember that if you have questions, comments, or concerns, pop them in the comments. We are very friendly. Only a few of us bite. I bet you Alexa does. And we will and we will certainly see you next time. So for everyone watching, remember to be the hero of your own story. Thank you so much, Bonita Joy. And don't forget, be offensively authentic.